Hello guys, today I want to talk about a very special place in Barcelona, which is El Mercado de les Encants, the very famous flea market, which was kind of luring me uh, since a long time, and I was just thinking, okay, I need to go there because my treasure hunting spirit was calling me to go there and find some extraordinary, antique item. So, okay, here I am. I just decided to go there and to check out by myself. Is it really, worth that fame, that overhyped, talks? You hear everywhere. Mercado les Encants, Mercado les Encants. So, okay, to begin with, it's located next to the famous design museum of Barcelona, and it's opened not every day. Just make sure you know the schedule. It's open on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday from 9 till 8 p.m. And it's a vibrant, chaotic, open-air flea market, the roots of which are tracing back to the 14th century, and nowadays it's also famous for its modern mirrored roof and treasure hunting atmosphere, as they claim. So I went there to check out whether it's really true. So guess what? Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm just recovering from this month-long bronchitis. If my voice is not sounding very well, guys, sorry for that. I'm doing my best, and yeah, my vocal cords are still aching, but the herbal infusions, the teas are really doing a great job. So, well, to cut the long story short, I went there around, let's say, 4 p.m. So I thought it would be a nice timing because, okay, it's the weekday, it was, I guess, Wednesday. So I went there. And guess what? It was just a mix of junk, vintage items and antiques. Almost everyone was screaming in Arabic, oh guys, blah blah blah. Since I don't speak Arabic, I can't just give you the per verbum, expressions, but I was kind of thrown back by the atmosphere because it was dirty, it was very noisy, and I did see some pickpockets. So beware of that. Go there, but be careful of your belongings. Keep your wallets, your backpacks next to you. And yeah, it's kind of a very dangerous place to forget about your backpacks and not paying attention, because people, they just are stealing stuff from the tourists, especially if they see you're not the local. It's kind of a tricky thing, especially since the items almost never ever bear the tag. Bargaining is really recommended, I'm telling you, because they see your face, they see you are a foreign person. Although I do speak Spanish, they look at me, okay, they say, okay, the price is, okay, maybe it might be 10 euros, and they look at me and they say, okay, 25 or 35. So it's kind of tricky. I didn't like this kind of detail. And I do think this place has more junk than real, vintage treasuries and relics. And it was just like, to me, a fair disappointment, I'm telling you. It was like junk overload, pickpockets, aggressive manner to sell things. People are just, they look at you, okay, I say, okay, how much is that? I'm looking at the item, I say, okay, thank you, bye. And they're just like cursing me because I didn't buy that thing from them. So it's like, oh my gosh, I felt really filthy after that. So I don't say it doesn't have any good antique vintage items. It might, but the prices are really high. Don't expect to find things really cheap. I was kind of thrown back by the experience, and I do recommend to check the flea market next to the Barcelona Cathedral, which to my mind was really better and it's really nice here, and you know, everything is clean and neat, and you really find the historical and very like, you know, old items at really great prices. So what else, yeah, bring cash, because they don't accept cards, well, obviously, you know. Plus, if you start, you know, bargaining, and maybe, you know, you get a nice price, just give money. Or say you don't have more. So, okay, you say, okay, I only have €5, goodbye. And sometimes they call you back. So, another thing which I would like to, you know, to point out, that around 6 p.m., interesting thing happens. So, let's say the staff had its firm price, and then at 6 p.m. they just suddenly start screaming, "Oh, come up, 5 euros, or todo por 5 euros, or 1 euro, everything at 5 euros, everything at 1 euro." Can you imagine? Stuff that was like 20 euros. I will show you right now the examples. Actually, I managed to fish out some treasures, like this vase, this vintage vase. Look how beautiful it is. So it cost me 5 euros. Meanwhile, the guy was originally selling it for 25. So I think it's very nice. It's 20th mid-century, you know, French production, and very original. I think it's very unique and very vibrant colors piece. So I'm happy. And I will show you another thing which I did manage to find, and I'm really happy with this find. For me, it's a really nice, you know, luck. Vintage Japanese Satsuma teapot. Look at this beauty. Just, you know, and it's featuring the raised relief design, like a dragon. Look at this. That's really amazing, don't you think so? So it cost me, okay, guess, 5 euros, because the guy was screaming like everything 5 euros. Of course, like there were the piles of junk and you know, very suspicious and Chinese looking pieces which were actually not new, but this guy just cost me 5 euros. And when I found out that it's dating back to the 1945 or, you know, 50s of the last century, and the teapots are really sought after items, I was really glad, because I really love drinking tea, and for me it's like a ritual. And now I have a beautiful, very, very exquisite looking, a unique piece. See, it's actually I would say brand new. It's not having any wear signs, nothing, no cracks. So yeah, and this item is sold at around 40 or 60 euros on the platforms like eBay or Etsy. So you might be really lucky. And what else? Okay, 2 brooches. This one, look, it's a silver-plated 1959 Viking ship broth. Look, it has actually the, oh my gosh, I still need to clean it, but it's silver because it has the mark. And here we have the name of the silversmith, I guess, some letters, numbers, and it's clearly saying 1959. Very nice, beautiful piece. I love it. So I say, and guess it was just 1 euro. So another guy at another, you know, place was screaming, everything 1 euro, come up, come. So these wonders are happening after 6 p.m. So you might actually go there at 6 p.m. and be lucky to find. Or I have this piece, which is a vintage rhinestone wreath brooch of approximately 1950, French. It says here like Paris somewhere, I don't remember, in between the leaves. Look at this beauty, 1 euro. So those are really my beauties and my lucky charms. So this one is kind of fluctuating between 200-300 euros on eBay. Very similar, you know, items. So to cut the long story short, I'm kind of talking too much today. What I would say, I didn't like this market. If you have never been there, you go there, maybe you're lucky, you find something interesting. But to tell the truth, high prices, dirty atmosphere, aggressive marketing, pickpockets, I don't know, more junk than antiques, not something which I'm looking for. I love vintage markets, flea markets, but I rather prefer the one which is next to the port of Barcelona or next to a cathedral. If you want me to make the review of those places, just let me know and I will tell you what are the things I found over there. So guys, thanks for your attention and see you very soon. Subscribe in order not to lose another interesting you know, review or video about Barcelona, Catalonia, Spain and traveling in general. Have a nice day. Bye.